So a question I get asked a lot by new streamers especially is, do I need a webcam to stream? Now, essentially my answer would generally be no. You don't need a webcam. If you're just starting out, it's not essential. However, a webcam is an absolute bonus. When I tune into a stream and I see that there's no webcam, usually it can put me off because all I'm watching is gameplay, especially if the person behind the gameplay isn't really doing that much talking. So a mic and webcam are definitely important. Now the problem is, ever since this pandemic started, webcams have become extremely expensive. Like the most go-to webcam out there is the Logitech C920. But scalpers have basically made it impossible to get hold of. And even when you can get hold of it, the prices have bumped up to something like £90 to £100 and above. And one of the solutions to that is this bad boy. This is an Amcrest streaming webcam. It's a 1080p 30fps webcam. And I've been testing it for a little while now, and I can safely say that this is probably one of the best webcams that I've used, especially in recent times. The quality is amazing, and the best part about it is it's only £30, and you can grab it on Amazon right now. If you want to see me talk more about webcams, streaming, gaming, YouTube, anime, whatever suits your fancy, head over to Twitch, drop me with a follow there. I stream several times a week. You can just come out and chill out with me and ask whatever kind of techie related questions that you want. Links to my Twitch and all my social medias in the description box down below. And back to the webcam. So this webcam is a very nice looking webcam. If you want to pick it up for streaming, then I would highly recommend it. Got a very nice sleek build with this lens cover cap that's detachable as well. So you can protect your privacy and whatnot. It does look very nice. It does have a kind of one size fits all mount. So you can mount it to the back of your monitor, back of your laptop, wherever you want to mount it. You can even kind of lie flat on top of a surface like that. And one of the best things about it is if you want to fit it on top of a tripod, then it does have a 1/4" screw at the bottom, so you can mount it on a tripod and use it on your table like that if you so wish. And installing it is easy. It is just a plug and play webcam. Your PC will detect that you've got a video device, and that's it. Other things about it, like I said, it's a 1080p 30fps webcam, but as you'll see in the footage in a little while of me actually using the cam, it's a very good quality camera. It's a very good quality webcam, and 1080p 30 is all you need in terms of streaming, or if you're going to be using it for Zoom calls or work meetings, then this thing provides a very, very good image. The other thing is it does have an inbuilt microphone, which we'll also be testing in a little while. However, as far as webcams go, having a built-in microphone can definitely be handy. Overall, build quality wise and design wise, it's a very good looking webcam and a good feeling webcam. Now what we're going to do is we're going to hop on over and see what it actually looks like. So the webcam is now plugged in with default settings directly into the PC, and I'm using OBS to record this, so you're going to see how it looks if you were to just plug it in out of the box and start using it for streaming. So straight out of the bat, you can see that it does produce a very clear picture. Now I've got my general lighting that I have for my setup with the 2 lights either side, so you can see the kind of light coming up. If I do turn both of them brighter, you can see it does look a little overexposed, so I do have my lights kind of turned down a little bit. However, for what it's worth, it looks fantastic to me. The clarity that I'm getting in the image looks very, very good. Everything is very clear. Even behind me, the bed, the sofa and everything, they look pretty clear. There is no kind of loss in quality. It looks very high quality. It definitely does look 1080p. It doesn't look as nice as maybe a DSLR camera would, but then again, this is a £30 webcam, and for its price, it looks fantastic. It looks better than a lot of more expensive webcams I've got, and I've got a whole comparison video coming soon for that. From what I'm looking at, it's capturing the colors very accurately. Of course, it's a webcam, so it does have a smaller sensor than, say, a DSLR camera would much smaller sensor than a DSLR camera would, and it's still capturing a good amount of light. I've got things turned down quite a bit, so it is capturing a good amount of light. It's showing my face very clearly, and of course, you know, you saw when I turned up the lights that the brightness, it went up, so it is capturing the brightness in the room very accurately, I would say. It's a very accurate webcam, and I think this webcam is perfect for streaming. 100% straight out of the box. You can put it in and you can just start streaming with it. You would have to do very little tweaking. You could change things like the brightness, exposure and gain of the webcam to kind of tweak around, maybe a little bit of the saturation to kind of fit your skin tones and everything. But as it is out of the box, to me, it looks fantastic. These are the default settings. So at default, it's amazing. And you can see that the motion that the webcam is capturing is really good. The frame rate per se is very good. Being a 1080p 30 FPS webcam, the movements that I'm seeing on the screen of my hands and my face and my head moving around is very smooth, which is something I've actually not seen on some more expensive webcams. So that's a very big bonus point, that it doesn't look choppy and laggy. You know, your movements are being captured very smooth. And on top of that, the autofocus is also very good. Like, I'm moving back and forth and you can see that it's keeping my face very well in focus. So if I move back and forth, you can see that it's keeping my face relatively in focus. You know, it's doing a good job of that, which means that even if you do move around a little bit on stream, which I tend to do even when I'm gaming, it does keep you in focus, which is fantastic. One thing I do want to mention is that the field of view, the box does say that it has a 90-degree field of view. This doesn't look like a 90-degree field of view. 90-degree field of view would be a little bit wider, in my opinion. However, it's very close. It is still a very big field of view. I don't know, I don't have a tool to measure the field of view. Just to me, in my eyes, it doesn't look like it's got a full 90-degree field of view. It looks a little smaller. However, it's still a good wide shot. And you know, you could easily fit two people streaming. So if you were to use this for Zoom calls or meetings, or even streaming with somebody else, then it would do the job. You would be able to easily fit two people if you sat a little bit further back. You can see behind me is capturing from the wall and the bed up to the bookshelf, or halfway up to the bookshelf, which is still a very good amount, a big chunk of the room that is managing to capture. Next, what we're going to look at is tweaking some of the settings and then seeing exactly how that works. Okay, so I'm back. So I've tweaked the settings a little bit. All I've done is I've turned off auto exposure, which actually was working really well in my opinion, but I've turned it off just to see what manual exposure looks like. I've bumped it up to +5 because it does seem to kind of lower it a bit. And then what I've done is I've bumped up the brightness and the saturation a little bit. And look, it looks really good. To me, this looks more than high quality enough to stream with. It's fantastic. You could even do a full just chatting stream or with this webcam as it is, and you will have no problems because it looks fantastic. And when I do the comparison video, you'll see exactly how it looks compared to a mirrorless camera, as well as an expensive £100 plus webcam. So I'm going to put the settings back to default and we're going to look at what it looks like with the room light. So okay, after turning on just the room light, obviously there's no light on my face. It is a little bit darker, but you can see behind me that it's still capturing everything that is quite well lit. Regardless of whatever webcam you have, you are going to need good lighting to make it look good. So it's not what you've got in terms of the camera. Any camera, or most cameras, can look good with the right amount of lighting. But this Amcrest camera is doing fantastically. If I turn the lights back on and just kind of dull everything down a little bit, look at that. It looks really high quality. We're gonna have a look under natural light what it looks like now. So I have drawn the curtains, and of course, you know, again, there isn't that much light hitting my face directly, but it's still capturing everything else that is well lit really well. If I just turn on one of the lights, then you'll see that again, this side of my face looks fine. Once I turn on the other light, the other side looks fine. It captures everything perfectly fine. You have to have good front lighting in order to make this webcam look good. I'm pretty sure if I took it and I was facing the window, the lighting hitting my face from the window would make the camera look good. But in general, in terms of it being a webcam and the sensor size that it does have, this is brilliant. Like, it's producing a really clear image. And to be very honest with you, I've seen some top grade webcams that don't produce an image that is good. So moving on to the audio. So right now I've got my headset on so that I can do some mic monitoring, and we are right now listening to my voice through my streaming mic over here, which you can just kind of see popping into view. And what we're going to do is we're going to switch that onto the inbuilt microphone for the camera and see how that works. Now, everybody's going to have a professional mic or a streaming mic, especially if you're just buying this webcam for Zoom calls and whatnot. Then having that inbuilt mic is very, very handy. So we're going to see how good quality that is. And let's have a look. Let's just swap over to... There you go. So this is how it sounds with just the mic. It's not too bad. It is a little bit echoey, but that's to be expected from an inbuilt microphone. However, it is quite clear, so you know you can still hear. It's not as terrible as you would imagine. A little bit of EQ and compression, if you can, would probably fix that. But in terms of being used for a Zoom call or a Teams meeting, this is really good quality for what it's worth. So you guys saw that. It's a very good quality webcam. The image quality, the frame rate, the field of view, the coloring. Overall, it is fantastic. The audio isn't great, but you can't expect much more from a tiny mic built into a webcam. So, you know, you're not going to be using that mic to stream with. However, having that mic there is quite handy, especially, like I said, if you're on the go and you just want to have a webcam with a built-in mic. I would highly recommend this over some of the more expensive choices. I'll put an Amazon link to the item down below. It is an Amazon affiliate link, just so you guys know. So you guys can pop over and purchase it yourself. I would definitely recommend this for streaming, live streaming on Twitch, YouTube or whatever as a face cam. It's fantastic. You can even do just chatting streams with it, like I said earlier. It is a fantastic quality webcam. And if you guys did enjoy the video and want to see more of this kind of video from me, then do make sure you hit that like, subscribe and notification bell, and let me know in the comments below what kind of content you want to see moving forward on my channel. Until next time, everybody, Kaya24 signing out.